So that's the problem. I have the I have the gear on the same switch I normally use for throttle cut.
Throttle active.
There we go. So we're just gonna taxi. All right, so it's going a little left. That looks really good there. That's tracking straight. So we'll bring it back around. I think it's time to do it. Yeah, that's driving. Probably could use a little left in there. Once it gets moving though, it's gonna start getting lift and go whichever way the control surfaces are telling it. I just don't want the thing to frickin' power right or left when I gun it. All right, so right, up, down, right, then we're good to go. So let's do it. All right, this is it. She's a little bit of a dog for sure. Gears up. And we're just gonna take it easy here, trim it out. It's got a lot of up as usual. It did before, get a little bit of right. I'm a little paranoid just because everything in here is pretty much new. Speed control, all that. I'm not going to fly over that. Over there is where it died last time. I don't think it was a signal issue. I definitely think it was speed control related. Easy flyer. And she's a little bit to the right. Controls are, these are middle rates. I have 3 rates set up. High, medium, and low, pretty much. This thing seems like it's dying already. I think it's just slow, that's the problem. All right, she's tracking well. Give it a little bit up. Keep it away. That side, I'm just a little paranoid just in case it was a radio issue. Now I got full telemetry on this receiver and battery monitoring, so I don't have the alert set on the battery though. I kind of forgot to do that, so we'll just do a little flyby so you guys can see what it looks like. It's a slow flyer. I mean, it is a jet, but we're full throttle and it's just cruising around. We're pretty far out. No warnings on telemetry, which is good. See if we can look at the battery here while she's flying back. Battery's at 1396. Let's do a little loop. I'm purposely keeping it up because, again, you know, just a little nervous since we had piled in on the very first flight. And it's just funny because normally I really don't care. Normally I'm like, who cares? But I do really like this plane a lot. I got a deal on it. It's kind of one I've been wanting for years. I never really bought, and I just came across a good deal on it. So I really hate to pile it in. So we'll get a good, as you can see, it looks good. I can tell it's starting to slow down a little bit. Okay, we're gonna get the gear up and bring it in. A little harder than I wanted to, but I'll take it. And I think the battery was toast. Oh, Yeah, the battery's done. So we're at 12.2, 12.54 with no load. If we hit full throttle, we're getting 11.45. So we definitely hit the low end. And I'm more of a 3-cell guy, not a 4-cell guy. So I was calculating the low end. I think I was going to set it, the alarm at 13 right on 13 volts. I think that's what I was going to set the alarm at, which makes sense because right when it got under 13 is when everything started dying. So it flew well though. I mean, it was basically what I thought the first flight was going to be. It looks good from a distance. Hopefully we're catching it here on the camera. We got the head cam on. From a distance we can tell that the nose is not, completely matched with the rest of it, but I mean, that's just me being picky. And the nose doesn't look bad. I mean, it's about an inch longer than it should be, but I mean, I think the repair job worked really well. I'm pretty happy right now. I'd like a little faster, but it's an F-22. It's my favorite plane. It flies nice, easy to fly. Battery does not last long in this thing, for sure. I'll get the alarm set for the low end of the battery, so I get an alarm and I can bring it in. But yeah, we can see now that we're at a distance the nose. I mean, I matched the color good enough. Maybe we'll put some stripes or something on it, which will, because with that full color on the nose, you definitely can see the difference. If we do a little bit of decoration on there, maybe a spiral, or not a spiral, but a circle, or some lines, some pinstriping in there, that'll take your eye away from that full color to notice the difference. But again, not complaining. It flies just as good as it did new. So I'm gonna pop another battery on it and take it up again. Now that I know what to expect on the low end, I can bring it in without, that was a kind of not a panic landing, but that was a one-shot landing. It was pretty much dead. And when I killed the throttle and brought it around, I had just enough left in the battery to give it some throttle if I needed, which I didn't because as you can see, it landed pretty far back here. So I'm gonna pop another battery on and we'll do it again. Right turn good, left turn up, down, good. That looks good. So I'm gonna bring it in and do a couple landings this time. It's gonna be kind of a landing practice. Yeah, I think this thing just is with this motor in it, I just think this thing is a little bit of a dog, and I think it's struggling just to keep it at a decent speed. That's why I think the battery is kind of going out, a little quicker than I'm expecting it would. So I'm gonna do a couple low passes, low speed, so we can get a good view of it. Here we go. This is gonna be a good one. It's a really easy flying plane. I mean, I could see someone buying this that maybe isn't that advanced, and well, you can't buy this anymore, they don't make it, but back in the day I could see somebody buying this and really enjoying it, as an intermediate plane. It just looks sweet. It gets decent. I mean, I did a pretty tight turn there at slow speed. It's handling it no problem. This thing just really seems like it really sucks the battery. And let's see if those people down there they're walking their dog, so we're gonna go ahead and put the gear up, bleed some speed off, make sure we don't have any. It's a little faster than I want to come in. This thing definitely doesn't die when the throttle is dropped on it. It's got some good glide. This should be good right here. Oh, maybe not. I might have to limp it in a little bit here. Just make sure no one's in. Oh yeah, perfect. Nice. Nice. It flares really nice. Flares real nice. I'm going to take it up. We're at 15.2 no load. I'm sure as soon as I get some load on this, it's going to drop to 13 or high 13s, I'm hoping. So we'll take her off and bring in for another landing. Gear up. Definitely notice a difference with the gear up. We'll do another slow flyby. So just regular half throttle, we're at 14.1 volts. We'll drop it down and almost just do a really slow glide path. Let's see if we can hit one the other way. Nice and low. So full throttle, we're 14.25. Gear down. You can see the nose tipping down as soon as you hit the gear. See, it's got a really nice glide. You should be able to glide it hopefully right onto the cement. Oh yeah, don't hit that pole. This is like dangerous doing this because this parking lot has got some pretty good divots in it. So we're still in the 14s. So I'm gonna do another landing. Take her out. We're definitely pulling. We want to. Definitely pulling right. I think whatever we hit, I think knocked that wheel out of alignment. So we're gonna start as far back as we can since we got these guys parked pretty much where I want to play. But hey, it's a public spot. They can hang out too. All right, let's do it here. Gear up, bring it around. I'm just gonna gear down, kill it. Now I'm getting a little bit used to it here. That might be a little too far back. I don't think we're gonna get that much glide. Although I wouldn't count it out. We're just low throttle right here. If we kill the throttle, we should come right in. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. So it's like any plane, takes a little getting used to. Of course, that first landing was an emergency landing. See, it's going right, so we want to give it some left. I noticed when I gunned it, that's the thing when you're setting the steering up, you can't set it for just like cruising around speed. It's got to be for full throttle. See, that's pretty good there. And with full throttle, 13.38. Okay, so I'm gonna drop her down because about 13 it's gonna start. If we get below 13, which is where we're at now. I can hear it dying. So we're gonna kill it, and we should have enough battery to get us to the cement. Yep, I think so. Yeah. It's gonna be close, folks. Oh, there we go. Man, that flare is nice. Oh, that's a wrap for that battery too. What is it? 12.58. I probably have to go retrieve it. No, that might be enough. Come on, momentum, baby. That was was that a perfect battery? Is it gonna make? Almost a perfect battery. I'll call that a perfect battery right to me. 1156. Is my battery dead? All right. I think that battery lasted as long as the other one. I don't think the other one, there's a problem with either of these batteries. I just think this thing sucks the voltage. Definitely a fun flyer.
Throttle cut.
And I'm happy with all the repairs. I'm happy with the nose, looks fine. This little, I'm gonna take the camera off my head. So what I did here is this whole bottom piece got pretty much broken off except for one sliver of plastic. So I took it off and I don't know if I have the, I must have did it over there, but these are just little wood dowels. I drilled holes in each side. I'm trying to get the camera on there. And I take it, I go in here and then push it there, and then that holds it in from the tension. Of course, I'm sure there's some possibility that that could move in flight, even though I can barely move it with my fingers. I gotta go get my pliers. I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably come up with something a little better than that eventually, but I just wanted to get this, you know, at least one flight under my belt from when I fixed it. So put these in my pocket. Pull the battery. Really quick, you can see there's the battery track wire. It's connected right into here. That's it. That's a wrap. That is a wrap. Peace.